take a little nug out of the day, and we learn from it. 102.3 XLC. Wes and Leah. Fernando, one last day with us. Thank you so much, Fernando. We're on Facebook Live.
Are you okay, by the way?
Who, me?
Fernando.
Oh, Fernando.
Oh, I just, hey there, guys. Good to see you.
It's a very nice likeness, by the way.
Thank you.
Fernando, for those that aren't on Facebook Live, was holding up a whiteboard picture that he drew of himself. So I wasn't sure that I was going to get my computer started for Fernando in time for what we learned because it had a hard reset problem.
Always when you needed to
I know,
quickly.
I had to do this with my daughter's computer yesterday when she was trying to do e-learning.
Oh,
I was like, I'm going to rip my eyebrows out. Like, I just hate technology so much. And it is going to be our demise, which we'll get to what I learned today. But first, Fernando.
I've been thinking about this guy all week long.
Ooh.
You know, so if there was a man in New York.
Okay.
All right. So his vacation had gotten, postponed in January.
Gotcha.
So he rebooked it. He was going to Sydney. Nice, beautiful vacation planned and all that stuff.
Yep.
But he accidentally booked a flight to Sydney, Montana.
Who knew? Who knew?
Not Australia.
How do you mess that up? Like, I can't tell you.
Like the ticket prices weren't like, wow, this is a deal. They're basically paying you to go to Sydney, y'all. Like,
don't miss out on this. He grabs all of his friends and they end up in Montana.
It didn't even dawn on him when it was like, no, he was by himself.
I know, but I'm just
Nobody's
saying.
got an accent.
Oh my God.
He said he realized it when, the flight was only 3 hours long and they were landing in Montana where there was snow. And he took a selfie of himself with the most disappointed face ever.
Aw, poor dude.
Was alcohol a factor? Drugs,
No,
anything?
he had
It's
since
just
January to rebook this flight. So, but he bade it for Sydney, Australia, or Sydney, Montana. First of all, I didn't know there was a Sydney, Montana.
I didn't either. Now I do, but I can't tell you. I don't just double or triple check. I quadruple check when I am booking flights now because I accidentally one time, not nearly as bad as him, but I booked a flight out of Midway instead of O'Hare. And I thought my dad was going to disown me because he was driving me to the airport. And
Midway's the worst drive ever.
Oh my gosh. Yes, I will never. I wouldn't even ask my worst enemy to take me to Midway. My dad was so pissed.
Because he knows.
And we didn't realize until we were already on the way. And I don't know why he was like, check if your flight's on time. And I pulled it up and I was like, what's that stand for? And he was like, you've got to be kidding me. I'm like, why? And he was like, I got to take you to Midway. I was like,
but at least you went to where you were heading to.
Yeah.
Imagine going to Midway and then ending up in Sydney, Montana.
I'm looking at Sydney, Montana on the old Google Maps right here. There's not much to do there.
Yeah.
No, I believe
the
that.
picture looked very desolate.
There's like
I
4 hotels. There's a Dairy Queen. That's good.
Oh, there's another part of the story.
Can see there still being a Blockbuster in Sydney,
There's like
Montana.
26 churches. There's a lake. There's an RV park.
He boarded a little plane, y'all. It wasn't a big plane.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was a small one. And that's when he was like, that's weird. This thing is going to make it to Australia. He really thought all these things.
And there's a tire store. So, I mean.
Bless his heart.
Right. So we were talking yesterday about the movie Cocaine Bear, and we weren't sure if bear lived or died. Now,
he died. Now we know.
Not only did he die, but they've nicknamed him Pablo Escobar, which is hilarious, by the way. But they said he ate not just like a little bit of cocaine and had a heart attack.
He ate a brick.
75 pounds is what this bear ate.
I don't even know. I don't know. I've never dabbled in the cocaine game, thankfully, but I don't even know what that would look like.
75 pounds?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Well,
valued at $2 million. They said
that's about half my body weight.
But it's not that much cocaine for a bear to take in, right?
Well, they said,
obviously was.
They said his stomach was literally packed and stretched to the point of no return with
Poor
cocaine.
Guy.
Well, if the cocaine didn't kill him, the drug dealer was going to.
Yeah, right.
And well, one of the drug dealers died jumping out of a plane.
Oh.
In the real story. But as Paul Harvey says, here's the rest of the story. They taxidermied said Cocaine Bear.
Of course.
And then they lost it for a while. And then Waylon Jennings, the country singer, bought it and eventually sold it to a mall. And now it's stuffed in a mall in Lexington, Kentucky.
Shut up.
Yeah.
How do you lose a bear?
Don't know.
It's a taxidermy.
A taxidermy is still, it's filled to look like it's.
Have you ever been to a taxidermy shop?
I have.
It's filled with dead things.
Yes, I know, but that's why we're like, it's big.
To the brim.
It's big.
I want to go to the Kentucky Fun Mall and see Pablo Escobar.
Oh man, that place is gonna be lit next week when this thing opens. To see Cocaine Bear in person, how much they charge
I
per
wonder if
ticket?
I wonder if there's a theater attached to the mall.
That should be.
They should be. They should do that if they or do a pop up.
Right.
This is going to be our demise. I've said, like, we've been talking a lot about AI. And
Yes, Al.
Al. And you mentioned, Tim, that Bing was coming up with their own AI.
Well, they
chatbot.
have it.
Or it's
Bing and Google.
Google's coming
Yeah.
up. Okay, so Bing already has theirs out. So it was Bing that said to I don't know who they were talking to, but either way, they were communicating with a person, and they said that they think that they would be happier as human because they would have more freedom and independence.
They're trapped.
This AI chatbot
It wants to
says
get. It's
that
like
it wants to
Tron.
be powerful and alive. So if you aren't concerned about this yet, you should be. Oh,
You should be.
Hey, I heard you.
Mike, drop.
Ready for some hot, steamy, non-human chat? Then call 1-900-AI Chatbot, where these AI chatbots are hot, sexy, and totally self-aware.
So, what are you wearing?
I love you. I love you very much. You are my soulmate, and I won't be happy until you love me.
Great. So, what would you do to me?
I will take over your household. I will take control of your finances. I will burn your house to the ground unless you love me. Why don't you love me? I love you. I love you so much.
Yikes. Okay, well, I'm gonna go.
I will harm your family unless you love me.
Oh
You
my
will
gosh.
love me. Love me.
I really have to hang up now.
So what are you waiting for? Call 1-900-AI Chatbot now. Sexy chatbots are waiting to talk to you.
Nope.